All right, we're going to talk about the new Vegas 7-inch called Sagevisule. Um, this record recently came out on Last Anthem Records, smaller label out of, I want to say Virginia? I think it's Virginia. Virginia Beach, Virginia State, somewhere in Virginia. Anyway, so this record came out, and the layout is incredible. It was done by the man Dwight Von Hellion of Integrity fame and other side projects like Sledgehammer, Psy Warfare, and down the line. Um, Vegas is one of those bands that a weirder musical relationship with. They'll put out some stuff that I'm really into, and there's stuff that like more Japanese punk that's just I never grew up with. Their last couple releases, like the split they did with Abraxas, was really cool. The split they did with Rotten Hell, I really enjoyed. The full length Never to Wake or Never, the vinyl version was Never to Wake, done on the now defunct Hellfish Records and merch, but they put it out and it was pretty fantastic. This record, like I said, it's their newest offering, and one thing I noticed immediately about it, the production value is so good. They're not known as a band that has they have a lot more raw production. Not bad, just raw, because that's the kind of stuff they do. Especially with the more Japanese punk influenced and more Japanese hardcore influenced songs they've recorded, they have that very raw feel to them. This one has a very technical, I don't want to say metal, but we'll say metalcore influence to it. And I'm sure that people will say they sound like one of those bands of that sound. And if you know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to go any further. They kind of deviate from that on this one. Sagevisule is more of a mystery than anything else, because this is very different from a lot of the music that they've put out. The structures of the songs in general, from beginning to end, as you heard as part of it from Where Is No End, was a little bit of the intro that you heard, so you can get a little bit of how the record's going to sound. It flows well. It'll go from creepy, haunting, to just in your face. It's to kick in the dick. Metalcore, metallic hardcore. We'll say metallic hardcore with some really impressive riffing. That's one thing that I've really enjoyed on the last couple of Vegas releases. The riffing has just gotten not only tighter, but it's gotten a little more experimental. This 7-inch, man, I didn't know how it was gonna sound. I finally got to spin it. I really enjoyed it. I don't talk about Vegas very much. I just don't, and I figured that this 7-inch, if nothing else, definitely deserves a review. This is very solid metallic hardcore, metalcore from start to finish. There's no problems with it. Nothing is a lull. It's all creative. It's all interesting, and it really just has this air of mystery to it. So please support Last Anthem. Buy this 7-inch. You'll probably be a fan of Vegas after you do so. You can check out their back catalog as well. They have a ton of stuff out there. You just got to really look for it. It's out there in the ether. Vegas, Sagevisule, Last Anthem Records. Hit them up. Check it out. Amazing. Yeah. Now I'm going to go back into the ether.